Welcome to the Sewing Report. I'm Jennifer Moore, helping you discover your love of sewing crafts and DIY projects. And this episode is going to talk all about choosing fabrics. Now, I know when you're just starting out, it can be a little bit tricky to figure out which fabrics go together. So I'm going to walk you through my own journey, and I'm going to tell you basically when I'm doing a project or a quilt, how I figure out which fabrics go together. There are a few different terms for this. Sometimes this is referred to as a fabric pull, and you'll see lots of posts on Instagram about that. So if you're looking for inspiration, that can be a great place to go. Also, fabric curation. So in full context, I really have no interior design skills or an eye for that sort of thing. So please don't think I'm an expert, because I am certainly not, but I've been sewing for about 4 or 5 years, and over time, you just get better at it. So at first, I would say my eye for choosing fabrics was not awesome. Sometimes when I would complete a project, I'd be like, doesn't look quite how I thought it would, and some of the fabrics just didn't really mesh well together. And as you know, fabric can be expensive, so you don't really want to waste money and fabric on projects that don't turn out the way you wanted them to. So if you're just starting out and you don't really feel confident in choosing your own fabrics, here's a few recommendations. You might want to go with just a complete collection. This is Jennifer Sampu's Shimmer 2. I love this line, and they sell fat quarter packs, or this is a jelly roll or charm packs, and you get all of the fabrics from the collection in one bundle. You get smaller amounts, so you can do a project like this would be great for a quilt or another smaller project using 2.5-inch strips. This is called a charm pack. This is a common term for 5-inch squares. And this one is from a Carolyn Friedlander line called Karkai, and you get all of the prints from her whole collection in one little bundle. So you know all of these fabrics are going to go together, and it's very convenient and easy. Okay, so let's say you're feeling a little more confident about choosing your own fabrics. Where do you go next? You might want to start out with a project of all solids. In this Fat Quarter Shop Tropical Palette, this would be great, and you could add a few more fabrics in. You could add maybe some grays or some other colors kind of within this whole realm. I probably wouldn't add, say, like a dark brown, but you may be able to add a lime green or something kind of similar in the neighborhood of these colors. But you don't really want to go, like, if your pull is all pastels, you don't want to add something like navy blue. That's probably not going to go too well. If I was going to add 1 or 2 prints, I might consider, say, this one with Pegasuses. It's got similar colors as these blues, but it's not too crazy for the palette. I probably would not add fabric like this navy blue print, just because it's so outside the neighborhood of everything else in this palette that, again, this is probably not the best choice, at least for my projects. But here's the thing, everybody's got different tastes, so something that one person does not like might be something you love, and you need to love the project, and that's the most important. So let's take a look at some other fabrics. Cotton and steel, always a great go-to, and what I like about this whole brand, again, now they're changing to Ruby Star Society, so all the gals migrated over there, but everything in the cotton and steel line went together. These are all cotton and steel prints, and you could put these together in a project and they would all look fantastic. They look intentional. So that is one good thing. You could go with a line like cotton and steel. Just again, keep in mind they're now Ruby Star Society, but everything they make just goes perfectly together. Down the line, you're just going to start feeling more and more comfortable with this whole process, and trust me, your projects will start to look a lot more cohesive in terms of the fabric. So I'm going to kind of do a fabric pull right here. So what do I feel like goes together? I've got all kinds of different lines. This is Cloud 9 Organic, and I've got some Tula Pink here. So what would I put together? So I really like anything with navy blue. So sometimes when I'm doing a fabric pull, I'll kind of look at a print and see what colors are in them. Some of them may be kind of minor colors, but this is a good opportunity to kind of maybe pick from there. So see these like little gold crosses in here? I might choose a gold print to go with this. This horse print goes really well with this geometric print that's mint green and gold, because they kind of tie in together. Well, they are both cotton and steel, but they both have gold in it. All right, let's do another one. And if I was gonna add another fabric to this, this one kind of goes, but I also don't want the prints to be competing with each other. If I was doing a project with this horse print, I probably would not add the tulip pink cat fabric. They're both just really bold prints and I think they would clash, plus the colors don't really go together. Now take this other tulip pink fabric and it goes perfectly with the cats. These are coordinating and they are from the same collection, but look how much nicer this just pairs together. Now if I was looking for another print to pair with these cats, I would probably choose something a little more low volume, like this other cotton and steel print in kind of the turquoise color or aqua. There's aqua in the cat print, so that goes pretty well together. Another fabric I might consider with this is maybe like a lime green, maybe a solid or a lime green low volume print. I think that would go well since there is lime green in the cat print. So also some of these fabrics might go okay with it as well. Something I probably would not do is pair a bunch of animal prints together. Like look at these all together. They kind of clash, they're all kind of competing for attention and your eye is kind of drawn everywhere. And this probably would not be a good compilation for fabric. Something I also do when I'm trying to coordinate fabric is look at the metallics. So this cotton and steel print has silver metallics. So if I have any other prints with silver metallics, they might go well together. Like you could definitely put this print in with the Jennifer Shampoo Shimmer 2 collection because they both have silver metallics. Same thing with gold metallics. This cotton and steel low volume print has gold, so you could really choose anything else that has gold metallics and they would probably complement each other pretty well. Another tactic you could take is to pair a bold print, like say this lily pad fabric, also this snail fabric. This is from the same collection. You could take these two and then surround it with low volume kind of neutrals. So say you did like white or grays, you could just kind of round out the project and do a lot of other low volume prints with these two so that these two prints get most of the attention, but they're surrounded by fabrics that kind of don't detract and don't really add to it, but are just kind of there. My mindset towards fabric pulls does differ also depending on how many fabrics I need for a project. If I need, say, 3 fabrics to make a tote bag, I'm gonna take that approach a little bit differently than if I'm doing a quilt and I need lots and lots of smaller pieces for that quilt made up of like 30 to 50 fabrics. Often you can kind of hide a lot more and you can incorporate more fabrics in a large project that has a ton of different things going on. So that's just a little bit of a look into my fabric coordination when I'm doing these projects. And right now I'm gonna insert a few photos of just some fabric pulls I'm doing just with the stuff I've got in my stash. Anyways, I hope this helps all of you out there. If you have trouble picking fabric for your sewing and quilting projects, believe me, I know how you feel and I've definitely been there and it does get better. And if you're looking for something else to watch next, I'm gonna link another video about sewing and quilting up here. If you like binge watching YouTube like I do, believe me, there's plenty more here on this channel. And if you did find this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button and consider subscribing to the Sewing Report for everything sewing, crafts, and DIY projects. I'm Jennifer Moore. I'll see you guys next time.